Okay, another topic that I get asked about a lot is phones and all those things that are available on the phone, like the internet and social media and things like that. I have several clients that do have phones. Some of them do not have access to social media on their phone. Their phone is simply to be able to maybe text a parent or to be reachable. I think the first skill that the kiddos really need to learn if they're going to have phone access is how not to lose your phone. So I would make sure that they are able to take their jacket and bring it home and backpacks and things like that. I would really test that out, and I might test it out at home first before I sent those things to school. I think school is not always the best place for those things unless you're in a situation where your kid's going to be taking the bus someplace and you're going to need to reach them. Typically, most of our clients aren't doing that, but I think it's nice if they're going to go to a friend's house or something that they have access to that if they need to reach out to you. But you can control the things that are on that phone. A lot of times we'll put games that'll keep them busy while they're in the car and things like that, which is great. But also you don't want them using those games, like I said, in the middle of a class or in a place that they shouldn't use that device. We also ask the parents to make sure that if the device is a distraction and they're going into treatment, maybe keep the device with them or the device goes with their shoes. We really want to make sure it doesn't get broken here, and that it's in a safe place and not distracting the kiddo from treatment. Typically, many of our kids struggle with transition again, so if they're on something, they don't want to leave it. It's also a more preferred activity, so it can be a distraction. So those are some things to consider. But in today's day and age, we really are a phone culture, and so if they're able to manage that, I think it's great. Um, some of the there's lots of responsibility that goes with it. We have to remember that, and I've spoke about this before, that if there is going to be internet access, we know there's a lot of predators on the internet. Many of us and many of our parents and elderly have become victims of people looking to make money on the internet. And if you're not socially savvy, shall we say savvy, you are you can very easily be taken advantage by somebody, including your kids. And I've personally had that experience with my own son, who is very high functioning. They don't understand that there's predators out there and that there's people that are really trying to take advantage of them. So those are a few considerations to think about. Again, I have some great families that will give their kid an older phone that they don't really care if it gets broken. It's like their old iPhone. It's 2 or 3 generations old, but it's something that they don't mind if it gets broken or lost. They can deal with that. So again, I always say talk to your therapist. They know your kids best, and they know whether they think that your kid can manage that.